Okay, welcome to my new series, Steve Jackson's Sorcery. Alright, let's get started straight away. And we're going to choose a character. I think I'm going to go with this guy here. You have walked the wilds of Kakabad, through Kharé and the spiteful backlands, all the way into Mampang. You have survived traps, thieves, serpents and vengeful gods. And now it is here. The Crown of Kings. Oh yes. Let's get some crown. It is said the crown was never forged, only found. By Chelana, the Reformer, a lowly foot soldier who became Emperor of the Eastern world. Such is the power of the crown. The air around it crackles with influence. Take it! Take the crown! Your destiny awaits. With the crown in your hands, you will be as powerful as Chelana. The goblins are arming, the giants are waking, and the birdmen carving cruel daggers from stone. War will come, but you will prevent it. But then, the image of the crown begins to flicker. You rush forwards. It's a trap! And startle yourself awake. You are alone, exhausted in the little hut in the outpost settlement. Your unimaginable journey is not even a single step begun. Continue. Steve Jackson's Sorcery. Okay, so I know a little bit about this game. I've watched one or two episodes from Splattercat, one of my fave YouTube guys. But I wanted to stop watching his because I wanted to do my own. I think what I'm going to do, first of all, is change the sound settings because it's really loud in my ears at the moment. So let me just pause and I'll come back with quieter sound for me. It should be the same for you, but it'll be much quieter for my ears. Alright, I'm back. Let's see what we got here. Click on your character. It is sunrise. You dress, breakfast on bread and goat's milk, and collect the pack and sword from beside your bed. Alright, I think we're going to need all the luck I can get. Before you leave, you close your eyes and raise a prayer to your spirit guide. This morning, it has the form of a panther. But what will it become once your journey truly begins? A great calm descends on you. Outside the hut, you hear the outpost settlement stirring into life. Alright, time to go. Time, then, to depart. You lift back the flap of the hut and step into the early morning sunshine. Okay, draw a path to the flag. You could do that. Bam. Alright, so that's how you move around the game then. Eyes follow you as you leave the hut and walk towards the great Shamutanti Wall. The frontiers people of this tiny settlement are well aware of your mission. I'm going to ignore them. Well, let them look. When they next see your face, you will be celebrating the triumphant return of a hero. A man is waiting on the path to the Cantopani Gate, the final doorway between Analand and the wilds of Kakabad. You recognize the sergeant of the Sightmaster Warriors. He holds out his hand. Alright, there he is. Must be kind of difficult to fight in those clothes. He's got some dead cats on him. Greeting to this guy. Greetings, Sergeant. He touches his forehead with 2 fingers. You are almost ready, he says. I have for you a gift from the king. 24 gold pieces. It is all we can spare this time. He holds out a pouch. Well, I'm not going to look that gift horse in the mouth, so I'm going to take all of it. You accept the gift graciously. Thank you. You should buy some supplies before you pass the wall, the sergeant says, and you must collect your spell book if you wish magic to aid you. Finally, should you wish to practice your swordplay, I will go one last round with you, and he points with his staff towards the training ground. Alright, so let's go straight to the training ground. You walk with the sergeant to the training ground, and he wraps the base of his staff in leather. I ready my sword. Okay, to begin, the sergeant says, we will practice the stances. First, defend yourself against me. Choose your attack power by dragging your character sideways to defend. Stay fully left. Okay. Drag your character sideways. Oh. Okay. Fully left. Well, I can go like that. Alright. All the way. Okay. First defend against me. Okay, defend. Did I defend? The Sightmaster is a powerful enemy. By defending, you will receive the minimum damage from any attack he makes. The Sightmaster Sergeant defends himself as well. The round is a stalemate. I will now defend myself, he says. Whatever attack you play will damage me, but a strong attack will use up more power. You should choose a weak attack. To select a weak attack, move your character a small distance to the right of the defending stance. This is a bit annoying. This is in the way. Anyway. To the right of the defending stance. Okay. We got a jab, side swipe, cut, thrust, lunge, charge. Okay. Let's go side swipe. Side swipe him. You swing with a weak attack, rushing for the Sightmaster Sergeant who is defending. Good choice. A stronger attack would have wasted more of your power. My next attack will be one of my strongest, he declares. If you can perform a full attack, you may overpower me, but otherwise you had best defend yourself. For a strong attack, pull your character to the right. To defend, pull your character to the left. I'm going to attack. No, I'm going to defend. Because he's more experienced than me, so I think I should defend. You defend yourself. The Sightmaster Sergeant attempts a strong attack, but you receive only a small amount of damage. He will be weaker now, so his next attack will be lower. My next attack will be of medium strength, he declares, but you'll be able to overpower me. Let's go all in. You play a strong attack, overpowering the Sightmaster Sergeant. He bows. You have finished me. Excellent. 1 stamina lost. Skilled sword play. Okay, let's continue. I think I understand that. You seem to remember the basics, the sergeant says breathlessly. Good. Another round? That's enough. Let's get on with it. You shake your head. Very good, the sergeant agrees. But if you wish to bout in earnest, then I warn you, I will not go easy on you. He indicates the wider yard where there is a space for a true match. Okay, let's go to collect my spell book. One of the huts set slightly back from the others is decorated with glyphs and strange symbols. A terrible smell emanates from its doorway. This is the hut of the chief mage. He has been preparing your spellbook for days, reading star charts to work out which spells will be available to you in the different locations in the hills and beyond. No, I need the book. I can't do without the book. You lift the flap and go inside. The mage looks up at you with haggard, sleepless eyes and presses the book into your hands. Do you understand how to use this? He asks. I do not. Tell me. Each spell is crafted through the alignment of 3 stars, he begins. The spell Zap, for example, is made by aligning Zarathustra, Ugis, and Pini. But that is not important. What matters is what the spell is called and what it does. Zap will give you control over lightning. Hot will create a fireball. Foff will create a force field around you. Shall I continue? Yeah, tell me more. The mage nods. The Law spell is performed from Lilith, Ugis, and Wex, and it will allow you to control the will of unintelligent creatures. The Wow spell is quite different and uses different stars. The order matters, you see. Wow creates an invisible barrier. You will find the rest in the book, he adds, tapping the leather-bound volume. Thank you. He scratches absently at his ear. Remember, some spells will cost you effort to use, but the ones that don't will not work without a focus, an item of some kind. You will need to read the book to know that. Okay, this sounds complicated. You need to remember these, what the names are and what they do. Okay. Research magic using the spell book button on the map. Okay. Okay. This volume contains the 48 spells of the High Craft, as discovered and passed down from generation to generation of sorcerers from the earliest days of the Eastern world. Each spell is formed of 3 letters, and each spell will take energy to cast. Furthermore, some spells will fail without the use of a particular item or focus. Okay. Lightning, protective force field, control non-intelligent creatures, enemies clumsy, fireballs, invisible wall. All these spells are extremely tiring and will cost you 3 points of stamina. More economical versions exist, though some rely on the caster owning particular items of power. Okay, I guess these are the basic ones. Oh, the most useful ones. So the other ones aren't so useful then. Okay, wow, there's cool little descriptions of all the spells. You can see they each cost 3 stamina. Creates a blast of lightning which shoots from the caster's hand. Okay, I'm going to look forward to using some of these, but I wonder if I can remember them. Zap and hot, you can't forget those. Force field. Okay. Dumb, law, big. When this spell is cast on the caster's own body, it will inflate the body to 3 times normal size. This increases the power of the caster, and it is especially useful against large opponents, but must be used with caution in confined space. Okay, so that matters as well then. You don't want to be using that in a cave. But it only costs 1 stamina. And it gives you increased power. Okay, well, let's see how we get on. I'm not sure we're going to get into any monster battles right soon, so let's see. Okay, next, of course, you've got to buy rations. Small traders in the settlement supply the Sightmaster warriors with weapons, armour, food, and clothing. You go over with the sergeant to a stall selling flatbreads and cheese. 2 gold pieces per ration, the owner says. Okay. 24 gold, let's buy 2 rations. You hand over your coins and the man places 2 rations carefully in your pack. You must be sure to eat every day or you will suffer, the sergeant tells you, standing at your side. Eating more will give you extra strength, but is not necessary. Check the contents of your pack using the items button in the map. Okay, well, do I want to, should I have bought more? Should I have bought more things? Am I not allowed to buy any more food now? That was it? That's my only chance to buy food? Okay. Ah, nice. Rations. Mouldy apple and some whole wheat bread. It's healthy. 2 meals. Okay, well, I'm definitely not going to eat those now. Weapons. I've got a sword. Alright. Seems pretty self-explanatory. So I actually do have a sword. Okay, approach. Oh, okay, well I can go and fight him. Okay, this is a serious battle, is it? For reals. You head over to the yard to practice a bout of real fighting. The sergeant removes the cloth padding from the base of his staff. Okay, he's not playing around now. Well, I'll unsheath my sword. This time I will not tell you my intentions, he says. You will have to read them for yourself. Be ready. Well, okay, alright, how can I read them? He's not really doing much. Defend. Let's see. Well, let's go. I'm going to defend. That's a bit boring of a start, but yeah, I'll defend. The Sightmaster bows to you, raises his staff in salute, and readies his stance. You drop into a defensive crouch immediately. The Sightmaster is not to be trifled with. The Sightmaster Sergeant comes in with a tough blow, balancing his strength and his impact. You escape mostly uninjured. You see his grip change on the heel of his staff as he readies himself to strike again. Okay, I'm going to go full on then. Alright. Time to attack. You rush forward with a deep, heavy slash, overwhelming his own staff swing. You catch him deep in the side. His tunic reddens. A thin, grim expression crosses his face. Yeah. Okay, grim expression. I'm gonna defend then after that one. Okay. Drop yourself into a crouch as he tries a deep bash, but you duck. Fast work, he grunts. You are largely unhurt. His eyes follow your shoulders. He's probably about to defend himself. You realise a strong hit would be wasteful now. Let's give him a bit of a... Let's give him a side swipe, just to keep him on his toes. Okay. Acting quickly, you sting him with your blade low and fast, saving your energy. I'll wear you out, you declare. His own weapon is raised in defence. He smiles. The Sightmaster shakes his head. Not bad, he grunts, clearly weakening. You see his arm grow tense. He's readying for a strong attack. Defensive time. You whip up your defences as he powers forward with a cry. It only tires him out. You escape mostly unharmed. His guard is coming up, conserving energy so that his next strike can be stronger. Let's go a little bit harder on this one. Let's go do a cut. Leaping into action, you swing your sword fast in towards his chest, but the impact clangs against his defending staff and you only lay a minor wound. He shows his teeth. His breath begins to heave. He's struggling to stay upright. Let's go in full on again, shall we? Oh, okay. Okay, so I can only go up to a 6 now. Okay, well, let's go all in. Oh, 6.1. Oh, that was close. That was close. Relentlessly, you cut and thrust, keeping him pinned. You sweep your sword across his body with a powerful force. It is enough to finish him. The Sightmaster throws down his staff. You have me, he declares with a grin. 3 stamina lost. Decent dueling. Okay, let's continue. The sergeant is gasping for breath. He bows to you once more. Very good, he nods, though you will need to protect yourself better out there. As he talks, a nearby healer hurries over with a salve, and your health and the sergeant's is quickly restored. Okay, well, can I bring him with me? Alright, let's approach the gate. It's time to go out into the wilds. You reach the foot of the mighty gate. It is sealed. The sergeant places one hand on the wood. The gate has been locked for some time to deter raiders, he tells you, but you will have no difficulty. The stars in this place allow the DOP spell to be crafted, and he stands back. Cast a spell. Cast a spell. Casting a spell. What's dot? I didn't read that one. D O P. Opens doors and locks. Door open. Alright, it's easy. They've tried to make it a little bit easy for you. You weave the spell. One by one, the great tumblers of the door begin to creak and groan. Then the hinges turn with a noise like hail on a canvas roof. These gates have not opened since our last champion was lost, the sergeant says. I wish you more luck than he. Perhaps you will even meet him on your travels. Okay, he had bad luck, but he's still alive then. Oh, okay, I can... I'm sure he's dead. I'm sure he's dead. The Sightmaster nods, peering at something on the horizon. I believe he is returning, but transformed. I hope you do not meet the same fate. He stands back from you. Transformed? Is he some kind of werewolf? Okay, so... alright. Let's go... Can we just go a little way? Can we go like there? No? You've got to go to an actual place. Do you? Right. No? Okay. Here? Oh, together you step into the shadow of the wall. One last word, he declares. When you have the crown, find the highest point you can find. We will be watching. Watching from where? From here. The Sightmaster warriors are selected from birth for their incredible powers of telescopic vision. You cannot help but wonder how far he can see. Yeah. Is he going to be watching me all the time? Well, tell me what lies ahead. This path leads first to Cantopani, a settlement of traders. Though most are rogues and thieves, you should be there before the sun has reached its peak. From there, 3 routes lead on to Cristani, but no single route is safe. Kakabad is a land of devils. And beyond Kharé? I cannot see so far, he says, but once you have crossed the Cityport of Traps, you will enter the backlands. They say that day and night they are controlled by forces other than the sun, and from Kharé too your progress will be watched. It is time to go. Striding away, you pass through the gate. The faces of the folk watching your departure reveal the hopes that rest on you and your quest. The early morning air is crisp, and the rising sun paints the slopes in shades of peaceful beauty, concealing the evil that lies ahead. Okay, that is some foreboding. I feel foreboded. Into Kakabad. The path winds through slopes of wild scrubland. The countryside is deserted, and the eerie silence is broken only by the cawing of the occasional crow. There is a spell for hearing what they say, but you do not have the equipment it requires. The birds appear to pause in the air to examine you as they pass. Stupid creatures. They pose no threat, so you ignore them. Barely an hour beyond the wall and the air begins to grow foul. The Shamutanti Hills are infested with the pestilence of the backlands. It saps the energy from your body, leaving you feeling nauseous and weak. I'm going to cover my mouth. You cover your mouth with your neck scarf, but it does not good. It does no good, I think that should be. They warned you of this. You will grow accustomed to it the longer you're out here, but for the moment you must be very careful. Your maximum stamina just decreased. You can see your stamina at the top of the screen. If this reaches 0, you'll be too tired to carry on. Stamina can be regained up to the maximum by eating rations or resting. Okay, 10 out of 10 stamina. Didn't I have more than... Okay, maximum... Okay, that's what he just told me. Okay. A low rise. Another hour passes and you crest a small hillock from the top of which you can see the path continuing downwards into a small settlement of huts. This must be Cantopani. Let's see. Let's just move on. No time to waste. Avoid the village or go to Cantopani. No, let's go to Cantopani. Here we are, of course. If you were scared of a town like Cantopani, then you could not hope to survive in the Kakabad proper. You follow the path down into town. The round huts are made of a hard-baked bright clay, and the roofs are thinly thatched. As you pass, eyes appear at the dark doorways, tracking your every move. For a moment, it seems like this will be all you see of the town's inhabitants. But then, a villager appears from one of the dwellings and blocks your path. Let's see what he's about then. He's 5 feet tall. They cannot grow much taller out here in this poisonous air. He has thick-set arms and thighs and is half clothed in tattered breeches. His eyes are wild and his long red hair and beard stand out from his face in a wiry tangle. "Halt, stranger!" he commands. "What business have you in Cantopani?" Let's see. I want to buy equipment. Push him aside. I need directions. I'm a hungry traveller. I need to eat. Yeah, I do need to eat. He motions you on ahead. You'll find the inn in the centre of the village. It's run by a miller. There isn't much there, but you'll get something for your belly. Thank you. Thank you, you reply with a slight bow. He bows in reply, but the movement looks awkward on him, like he was performing bear. Oh. You stride on into the very centre of the village. There are a few larger houses here. Even Cantopani has nobility, it seems, but the only spot of interest is a small inn offering food for sale. You know, I usually play nice guys. I think I'd like to play somebody a little less nice. I think from now on I'm going to try and be not so nice. I'm going to push people aside and just be a bit of a meanie. Yeah, I'm role-playing this one. Enter the inn. You head inside. The place is just a low table and a black iron pot above a stove. A woman watches you with wide, fearful eyes. In my new role of being a general ne'er-do-well, let's take some without paying. You stride over, pushing her out of the way so you can help yourself to some food. She staggers back against the table, but she is no feeble underling, for no one can survive a week out here in the hills. She comes back up in a rage, but instead of approaching you, she pushes the cauldron over with a spoon. Hot stew splatters forward, burning your face and arms. Strike her down. With another blow, you knock her to the floor where the stew has mingled with the dirt and straw. There is nothing more for you here. You leave the inn. Times are truly bleak in Kakabad, you reflect. You head out of Cantopani and along the path into the Shamutanti Hills. Well, that didn't go too well, did it? You see, I should never have decided to be a bad boy. Oh, I feel bad now. I didn't get any food. Well, that didn't go too well, did it? I think I've got to choose my being a bad boy times. I didn't even get any food. Striding past the outlying huts, you send the villagers rushing indoors to hide. Then, at the edge of town, you pass a large boulder, and at once 2 rough-cut villagers spring out with swords drawn. Bandits. 2 against 1, the first declares. You're lost, calls the other, so hand over your things. Come on. Now, 2 against 1 aren't such good odds. I'm down to 8 stamina. Reason with them. You don't want any trouble. you declare. The first bandit edges forward, a sword tickling at your chest. Running you through? No trouble at all. The pack. Look, I've just started on this game. I'm going to defend myself. Draw yourself into full height. You have mistaken me for someone else, you declare. You will suffer for that mistake. The bandits growl and advance on you, one on either hand. Let's see. Can we cast a spell? Cast a spell? We try casting a spell? We get to choose the letters. I don't want any of these ones. What am I looking for? I'm looking for zap. I want to zap them. How can I zap? Off? There's no O's. Oh, yes, there are. Yes, there are. It's not going to keep changing these. The letters are always the same. Okay. There's no hots either, is there? Is there an H and a T? No. Tell you like at any time then. Try FOF. F-O-F. Cast. You cast a spell, raising an invisible force field all around you. Try as they might, the bandits cannot harm you. They cannot even get close. Realizing the power of your sorcery, they quickly flee back to the village. This is a stroke of luck, as the force field does not last long. You continue along the path, leaving the village behind. About half an hour later, you reach the start of a climb into the hills proper and continue upwards. Okay, well, that was quite lucky. I think we should probably eat some food. Eat. Okay, well, that only... Okay, that wasn't a great idea to be mean to that woman, was it? I can see this might be a pretty short playthrough this time round. And let's have a look at the spell book again, because I could only remember 2 of the spells. Zap was the one I was looking for. Foff remembered that one. Law. Okay, knowledge, that wouldn't have worked on them anyway. Wouldn't have worked. Hot couldn't have done that one. Locked doors. Sus. X. Identical actions. Okay. Spellcasting casts his own body and creates multiple images of the caster, all capable of casting spells and attacking. Well, that would have been good, wouldn't it? That would have been really good. Okay. Bamboo flute. Okay. Perilous situation with information about the safest escape is desired. Okay, anyway. Let's carry on. I was quite lucky there, I think. Leaving Cantopani behind marks the true start of the wilderness. Beyond that tiny outpost, there are scattered homesteads and Kharé, a thriving city port, but all are touched by cruelty, isolation and fear. The backlands and the long shadow cast by Mampang Fortress darken everything. And with the crown stolen, things can only grow worse. In the long years since Chalana, the reformer, founded the Alliance, the crown has been passed from kingdom to kingdom every 4 years. Each kingdom has its turn to lead, but no more. Ruddlestone, Lendland, Galantaria, and Bryce have all enjoyed its power, but the crown came to Analand. It was stolen by birdmen from Zaman and carried off to Mampang. With the crown, the Archmage will be unstoppably powerful. There is no chance of sending an army against him. A military force would not survive the journey. So here you are, a lone hero, walking the lone path to Mampang alone. For 5 minutes later you reach a fork in the road. The sergeant, for all his eyesight, hadn't mentioned this. And I don't know if you can hear, but we've got some ambient sounds coming from my end of crows. I guess I don't mind too much, since it did say there were crows cawing in the background here. So for this one time, I'm going to continue recording, even though those crows are driving me absolutely insane. Okay. In fact, we might just cut off here for this episode, and we'll come back and we'll see what's going on with this fork in the road. So thanks for watching this time, and see you next time. Bye bye.